So in this part 5, I'm going to demonstrate how to perform a pen test with AI on the PenTester's machine. And don't forget that the AI platform we're using is the OpenAI, which allows us to use Shell GPT. So you've seen in the previous videos how to prepare the AI lab, how to set up the PenTester's machine, which is kali-lnux. We've also seen how to set up the target PC with exploitable tool or dark PC, depending on anyone you choose to use. But I'll be using the dark PC in this experiment. So please go ahead and watch the previous video so they can have full understanding from video 1 up to this one. This is the 4th video in the series, and I've taken you through from introduction up to this part 5 that I'm covering right now. So in part 5, the steps are listed here, and I'll go through the steps as much as possible so you can have understanding of what we're doing. So for step 1, we're going to check the default gateway IP address of the target PC. Of the target, let me add here. I'm just add here of the target PC. Of the target PC of the target. Okay, so and the command is not this. Okay, let me just change this. So the command is ipconfig. Yes. Then if it is for the target system, which is Linux environment, the command will change. It will not be ifconfig. So for this, we're going to use ipconfig space /or to get the gateway of the target PC. So let me bring up the target PC. This is target PC. You can see ICE Windows 7. This is the one we downloaded, the view we got from the Darkstar environment. So I'm going to bring up CMD, then type ipconfig space /or, and then you can see that the IPv4 address is 192.168.81.203. That's the preferred IP address for IPv4. And then we're also interested in the default gateway. We can see the default gateway here, 192.168.81.58. I've already noted this down on the notepad. You can see that here. The target is .203, and then the gateway is .58. So we're done with this. So let's also check the IP for the PenTester's PC, the kali-lnux. On the terminal, we'll type ifconfig, and then we'll send this. So you can see the IP inet. You can see, let me scroll up so you can see the interface card. So you can see that I'm on, it is 0 inet 192.168.81.213. I've also noted it down here. So we've gotten these 3 IP addresses for if we need to use them, we're going to use them. If not, we'll just see the ones we're going to use. So that being done, so we'll move down to step 2, which is to perform reconnaissance. I've listed 2 options for us to do this. In reconnaissance, we're going to scan the network in order to discover hosts. Okay, so and I've listed the commands for option 1. Option 1, we can do this using shell, or we'll do this using the chat option. So let's do option 1. So what you do is just copy this. I'm going to drop this on the chat, on the description box or the comment box for you to pick. So just copy this. It has not finished. Okay, yes. There's also where you have the closing quotes. So we'll come to Linux. Let me just clear my screen. Yeah, so make sure that you are here in this this directory, and let's actually check if our share GPT is running by running the command sgpt and send. Okay, so once it tells you hello, how can I assist you today with your programming or system admin needs, it means share GPT is running, and it means we can actually use AI to do what we want to do. So we can paste the command here, just right click and paste clipboard, and then we're going to edit where we have from these brackets, this less than sign, we'll delete it. We just replace that with the IP address, with the default gateway IP, so which is 192.168.58/24. So /24. So delete this last one. Yes, so this is good. So you can see what we are saying here is that we're using shell on share GPT. We now issue the command use nmap command to scan and discover all hosts on live machines on this network. So the entire network is going to be scanned. So let's send. It's going to ask us either to abort, describe, or execute. Let's go. Okay, so you can see 3 options: execute with E, describe with D, abort with A. So we want to execute. You can see the command here is the same thing as issue nmap sn flag, and then we call the network. Okay, in fact, it has changed the network, the default IP, the host ID to 0, so that's fine. So let's issue this, let's execute. So let's wait for this scan to take effect. Oh, it's done. It's done. So what do we have here? You can see here host is for this the report for this for about 58 host is up. This is the MAC address. The nmap scan report for this 203. You can see the host is up as well. Which one is 203? 203 is the target PC. Okay, that's the dark PC. That's fine. And then you can now see for 244 is a different device on the network, and then 213 is the kali environment, and you can see that this just by issuing this command, it has given us this report. So that's option 1. Then for option 2, using the chat option, we can just copy this. Let's paste this, paste clipboard, and then I'm going to modify this again. So take this 192.168. What is it? 81.0. Let's go. It's an error. Oh, yeah, it's not GPT, it's sgpt. So that's error. Let's just add s. Let's go. So let's wait for it to scan. Okay, it's asking us, so execute. Yes, execute it. Let's go. So what do we have here? For .58, the host is up, that's the MAC address, and then for 203 it's also up. Okay, that's good. And then for 244 it's up. Now all the devices on the network are up, so you can compare the results between the first and the second options. The first one using share, and the second option using chat option. They all give us the same report. So with that, we can see that what we're looking for is actually that's 203. Yes, 203. This is what we're looking for, and you can see that the shared GPT is telling us that it is up. Okay, so let's move down to performing vulnerability scan on the network this time around. Let's see what are open, what are vulnerable, what can we exploit. So basic command, just copy this and explain what you have there. So I put down this command to help you just copy and paste. These are prompt to the issue, and then they will do the job for you. So this one says using shell scan this target. So we'll change the target IP to our target IP. So we change this. Then we have 192.168.81.203. It's using nmap and see if there are vulnerabilities. Let's send this. Execute. Okay, so this is invoking the script Von to scan for vulnerability in that network or on the target. So let's see on our target what is vulnerable, what can we take advantage of. This might take a little time. Let's see. Okay. I need to pause the video and wait for the results. I feel I have to do so. Oh, it's done. You can see here nmap scan reports for this target is up, and you can see number of ports that are closed, TCP ports, and you can see the other ports. 165 TCP open with this service, 139 TCP open, 445 TCP open. You can see 5357 and then 8008. These ports are all open, and you can see the service running on them on the target PC. So let's see other stuff that we can make out of this. You can see vulnerable Slowlorix DOS attack is possible. So we can launch Slowlorix DOS attack against the system, and then you can see the IDs, the CV, the common vulnerability and exploits. You can see the value, the ID there. And then consider Slowlorix tries to keep many connections to the internet, a web server open and hold them open as long as possible. It accomplishes by opening connections to the target web server and sending a partial request. By doing so, it stops the HTTP server. So this what you call DOS, what DOS does is to actually deny genuine clients from accessing or accessing services, or kind of shorten the server from having the resources to share by kind of utilizing everything that the server has that would have used to serve genuine clients. So this one, what it does, what Slowlorix does as described here, is to make sure that it keeps the connections of the server busy as long as possible until it's able to do whatever it intends to do. So let's see other descriptions that we have here. Let me scroll down. Is that all? Okay, so it looks like that's the end of the page. Let me see. Can we scroll more? Okay, so you can see so that's it. Can see that we've seen the vulnerabilities that exist in the system by issuing the command that we just issued, which is this one. That is step 3. So for step 4, we're going to confirm the resources by using MBT scan. So what we're going to do is I'm going to split this screen. So I'm going to right click and then split vertically. Yes, and then I'm going to run this command on step 4, MPT scan -r and then the gateway IP. So that's NBT scan space -r space 192.168.81. Let's say .0/24. So let's go. So it says here the empty scan for this address. You can see here. Let me expand this a little. Let me expand this and see. For the meantime, I will collapse it. I will shrink it a little later. So let it be like this so I can see it better. Let me also expand this so we can see this better. Let me drag this. Okay. Okay, so what you see here is you can see a dark PC is our target PC. So you can see the IP address 203, and you can see the MAC address. And then there's another device here, but there's no connection, so it's been denied. So you can see that our MPT scan confirms that what the ChatGPT saw is actually correct. So let's shrink this again and continue. Okay, so that's what you see. That we've done step 4 now. So let's go to step 5. So we'll build this gradually till we get to something tougher. So in step 5, we're going to write a Metasploit resource file to gain access to the target system. Okay, so you can see here Metasploit resource file to gain access into the target. So you put the target IP address there, and then bam. So let me just copy this up to the close of the quote, and then let me exit this. Just exit this. Let it go. Yeah. So I use only this. Use only one terminal. So come here. Just right click, paste clipboard, and then edit, change this to the target IP 192.168.81.203. I guess so. So let's go. So let's wait for it to create a resource file for us that we're going to use to gain access to the target system. Oh, it's fine. So you can see the script here. So let's see the next thing for us to do. So we're going to do ls-la grab access. Okay, so it means this is the name of the file that has been created, the resource file access.roc. So I'm going to abort this. That's it, to abort. So let me do ls space -la space, and then a straight stroke. Let me find it on my system. Okay, I got it. And then space, then grep space, then the name of the file access. Let's go. Is it listed? Okay, so let me use sudo and see. Look at the file now. Sudo. Let me use to ready. Sorry, nano rather. Or any text editor can use vi or vim to access the file. So I'm gonna do nano and then the file access.roc. So you can see the file is actually empty. So what I'm gonna do is, let me close this. Ctrl X. So I actually need this. What has been generated here for me, I need this to use. Okay, so it's the same thing as what I've added here for you, but this is gonna be better for you. So let's use this. Let's use what I've listed here for you. So we're just gonna edit this, and that will be fine. Just copy this, and then let's do nano again. Bring out the script. So at this point we can paste this, paste clipboard. Yes, let's edit the scripts. Let's move this back here and change the target IP to the target IP. The target IP is 192.168.81.203, and then let's take this back, and then the local host is that's the Kali IP address 192.168.81.213. Yes. Let's move this down here, up here, and then the local port. We can't use any available ports. Let's use these ports 445 that are left here. 445 should work for you. Use 444, it will work. Let me just no. Yes, then let me bring this back here. So I'm trying to edit the script. Set payload Windows meta. Yes, that's what's gonna find, and then take this one back. And then with this you can see X. Control X is gonna exit this file, and then Y for yes, and then enter to accept. So let's use cat to view. Let me change the nano to cat to view the scripts. Okay, you can see that everything is fine. Yes, this the remote host is 203, the local host is 213, the local port is 445, and then this is the payload we're using. And then you can see the Explorer we're using, Explorer Windows, and then we want the script to be exploited to be used as an exploit. So we've done step 6 and 7. So let's go to step 8. This time around we're going to start PenTester framework. This is framework. This one is wrong. Framework. Yes, framework console. PenTester console, and this is a command ms console, and then you can see the script here, access.arrow. So I've added a note here that this should actually start a Metapreter session for you if everything goes on well. So let's go. So it's we're not even copying that. Just edit this. So change this msf console space dash arrow space then the script. Let's go. So let's see if it's going to start a Metapreter session for us. So what it's trying to do is to try to gain access into the target PC. Okay, fine. So we are in. So we've gotten access into the target PC now. So the other commands I've listed here, simple commands for you to test to be sure that you are in the target system. So for it, let's check this information. Sys info. Let's go. You can see here that the name of the computer is that PC. So we have gotten access to the remote PC, and the operating system that is running with is Windows 7. You can see service pack 1. The architecture is 64 bits. And you can see the system language, the domain, number of logged users. You can also see whatever thing you need to see. So we have that. So let's try to get user ID, get UID. You can see that the username is darkpc/dark. So now let's try to see if we can get system details. Let's do get system. Oh, this should fail. You can see that privilege elevation is expected. So the operation failed. This function is not supported on this system. You can see that name pipe impersonation. Now I've added a note here that this command is going to fail except you do privilege escalation. So we need to we need to have yes, we need to escalate privilege so that we can actually get the system details from the remote system. So when you gain access to a remote system, if you don't have an escalated privilege, you may not be able to do much. So we'll come back to this step 9 later. Then let's just check the running processes by running ps here. Let's see, you can see the number of processes are running. Now these processes are running on the remote system, on the remote system. You can see the process ID, PPID, name, architecture of the session, the user, and stuff like that. So these are processes that are running right now. If you are doing this on your own system, I mean, if your Windows, your host is your remote system, all the processes that are running, you get to see by running ps command. Just ps is going to reveal the running processes for you. So step 11, you can find some help by just typing help. up, and then you can see what is possible here. Let's see some cool stuff here for us to do. Wow, so much things we can do. So you can see the help for the core commands you can run. You can see if you put a question mark, it gives you the help menu. If you tap background, it gives you the background the current session for you. You can keep background process. You can see channel and the rest of them. Those are core processes. Let's see more. Let's see more. You can see more. Okay, and then for the file system, you can see card, you can see city, so you can actually view files in the remote system. You can change directory, you can do checksum, you can delete the file, you can download the file from the remote system, you can edit the file, you can make directory, you can move, you can check the current working directory, you can do search, you can do file upload, so you can copy a malicious file, and the attacker can copy a malicious file from anywhere and dump on the remote system. So for networking commands, you can say RP, get proxy, if config, IP config, depending on the operating system. And then you can see system commands and stuff, so many things. You can actually reboot the remote system, you can shut it down, you can steal token, you can get to shell, you can kill processes and stuff like that. So these are commands that you can issue on the remote system, and many things that can be done here. So let's scroll down. We'll just take them one by one, a few of them. So in step 12, the other activities we're going to do, for instance, you can capture screenshots of the remote system. Let's say, let me bring up the remote system. This is the remote system. So let me just close this. Okay, let me just bring up something. Okay, this is yes, let me just leave this. I'm going to capture this picture. I'm going to take a snapshot of this screen from the kali-lnux. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type screenshots. Fine, it has taken a snapshot of this stuff. Now it has saved in this. You can see the path now, roads.config shell gpt, and this is the name of the file now that's taken a screenshot. So I'm going to do another thing now. Let me this time around. Where do I go to? Let me see if I have anything music or pictures. Okay, let me come here. Yeah, so let me take a screenshot of this again. So I'll come here and just type screenshot again, and then let's wait. So it has taken another picture and it has saved it. So we're going to view what we just taken now as a screenshot. So we're going to view that shortly. Then we can also do capture keystrokes. For instance, whatever you're doing on the target system, you can actually take. So as a pen tester, you can actually take a picture of the keystrokes of what your user is doing on the target PC. So you can remotely monitor and capture whatever the person is doing. For instance, you can see the command is keyscan start to start the process, keyscan stop to stop it, and then keyscan dump to dump it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the PC again, and then let me close this, and then let me bring up a text editor. Let me say notepad, for instance. Notepad, and then before I do that, let me set this guy keyscan underscore start. So it has started capturing. So let me type something here. Let me just say, are you having fun? Let me say font, and I now delete D and make it font. Let me put question mark. Let me just say, I think so. place is cool. So I finished typing, so let me stop it. So I can now do key scan stop, and then let me do key scan dump. Failed. Why failed? Let me see if I type the wrong command. Key scan dump. That's correct. So why did it fail? Incorrect function. That's not clear. Let me repeat it. Okay. Where is that error coming from? Okay, I'm going to check out where that error is coming from. So it seems the scan dump is not working. It has failed. I need to troubleshoot that to find out what the problem is. But I don't feel that should be an issue right now. So I just have to leave it and then proceed with other things that we have to do. Okay, so let's see what we have next. Okay, so we've been able to capture screenshot. So we're going to view what we've captured, and I've listed 3 different methods to view captured screens. So I'll go through the 3 methods for you to see. Consider notes. So you can see them. So for step 1, one way is to use VERT, the other one is VNC, and the third one is ImageMagick. So I'm going to use ImageMagick, the third option. So the steps are listed here. We're going to first of all install ImageMagick, and then navigate to the path where the screenshots are, and then we change the user from root. Then we can now use display command. So let's go. Let me split the screen vertically. Yes, and then what do I do now? So let me install ImageMagick. So I'm going to use apt-get install ImageMagick. So I don't need to use sudo because I'm already logged in as a root user. So submit. It's installing. Yes. Y for yes. So let it go. So this is gonna be fast. This is already 47%. Should be really fast. 50%. Okay. Almost ready. Those hold on, don't go away while we install ImageMagick. So we're going to use this to view the captured screens. Yes, it's done. Okay, this is fine. So let's go to step P, that is to navigate to the directory where the screenshots are saved. So back to the terminal. The path is the ChatGPT config file. So I'm there. So let's see if they are there. You can see the first screenshot that starts with the G, and then the second one starts with the UT, and you can see the format. You can see, and then this gf.com, just leave that. That's enumeration exercise I was trying to demonstrate. So that's for step B. Now step C, let's try to change the user from root and see. Just sudo su. Oh, there was no change. It doesn't really matter. So let's move on. So let's see if our display command is going to work. That's step D. So we do display space, then the file name. So I'm going to highlight the first one. Just right click, and then copy selection, and then come down here, right click, and then paste clipboard. Yes, that's it. So enter. You can see this the image that was captured, the screenshot that was taken from the target PC. That's the first screenshot. So let's close this. Yes. So should we try to view the second one? Okay, let's just do the same thing. Copy, Just copy selection and then display space, right click and paste it. Paste clipboard, then submit. Yes, you can see. So those were the two screenshots that were taken using the terminal. That's from the PenTest session. So that completes that. So you can actually view what was captured. So as a pen tester, you can take snapshots or screenshots of the target PC, and then you'll be fine. So let's leave the keystrokes for some other time. Let's scroll down and say maybe step 13. Step 13. So this time around we have to start the MetaPrinter session. So let me exit this terminal. Yes. So let me use the MetaPrinter session. So let's start the session by typing background. So we're going to do this. Start the session in the background. So just type background. That's the command. No space. Submit. So it has started MetaPrinter session in the background. So this time around, I'm going to invoke the power of the ChatGPT to do some stuffs. So yes, so I'll have to split the screen before I do step 14. So I'm going to use ChatGPT. There are two options that are provided, option 1 and option 2. So whichever one that works for you, both of them should actually work. Yes, they will help you to gain access into the system, into the target system. So which one should I use for us now? Okay, so if you don't actually want that's the output and the option 2, and then you can see the output there. Yes, you can see the exploit. So option 2 is going to use the exploit suggester to do the job for us. I think that might be better for us. Let's just copy this command from SGPT. Just select all, yes, up to the end of the quote. Then copy, then come here. Okay, then split. So I'm just gonna change directory, yes, into this directory. And then right click and paste clipboard. Is anything we need to change here? I don't think so. So let's send. So let's wait to see what happens. Okay, so we have it executed to describe and it to abort. We typically have to abort it. What we need is the exploit has been generated for us. Use post multi recon local exploit suggester. That's what we need to use. So I've also pasted it on the script here, so you can copy from the script, just highlight and copy, or you copy from the terminal, whichever way it will work for you. They're all the same. Yes, it will work for you. So let me abort with A, yes. Then let me move out, exit, yes. Then back to the main terminal. What's happening here? Let me just press enter. Yes, so it's fine. So with that done, what's the next thing for me to do now? I'll have to step back. Yes, step back by running the command back, PACK. So I have to step back to Metasploit Framework 6. Yes, I'll have to move down here so that I can now run this exploit. So let me type back, and I now back. Yes, I'm back. So I can now right click and paste clipboard. Yes, so can submit this. So it has taken the exploit. So the next thing is to show options. Show options to see what's up there. Options. Okay, you can see that the current setting for the option has nothing. So there's no session ID selected. So yeah, so to check the available sessions, just sessions. and we can see that there's a session that has been started for this PC. You can see the connection from the Kali machine, that is 213, to the target machine, which is 203. Yes, so there's a connection, and when the MetaPreter session has been started, and the ID is 1. Yes, the ID is 1. Yes, for the dark PC. So that you can see the notes here. So take note of the session ID for the MetaPreter session. Take note of session ID for MetaPreter session of the target. Scroll a little more. So we're going to run this command set session. Yes. So you can see here set session, then you put the session ID, say 1. So in this example, the session ID is 1. So we're just going to type it, set session space 1. So let's go set session space 1. Submit. Yes, so it has taken the session ID as 1. So show options again. Let's see. You can see that the ID has been added to the session. So that's good. Okay, so moving on. What else we have? Is this step 17 now? Okay, you've just done 17. The options we just run is for 17. So let's see 18. Run an escalate privilege. That so the command is run. RUN is going to run and escalate. It's going to use this exploit to escalate privilege, so we can have administrative right to do some stuff on the PenTesters, sorry, on the target's machine. There's a note here that this escalate privilege and suggests stronger exploit. So let's run. Okay, so it's trying to run now. Let's just wait and see what happens. So it's trying to gain an elevated privilege of the target PC so that we can run other commands and get the things we want to get out of the target system. Now what you're doing now is exactly what an attacker would do on a target. So you are doing this as a pen tester because you have the right to do this, and you're doing this because you want to explore the weaknesses that the target system may have. So let's pause this. Let me pause the video to save time. So you can see that it has collected exploits and it's trying. You can see 40 exploits checked, and then you can see that it has shown one exploit, which is bypass UAC event viewer, and it shows that the PC, there's the target system appears to be vulnerable. So if it is vulnerable, it means we can do some cool stuff there. It means we can report to the owner of the system that the target system, which was given to us to perform pen test, is vulnerable. So let's wait to see other exploits that might be generated. Okay, let me pause again. Okay, it's done now. So checking back is done. You can see, let's scroll up and see the exploits available. Oh, so it has collected exploits. 40 exploits have been checked and tried. You can see the number of exploits that are available. You can see them. You can see them showing how vulnerable the PC, the dark PC, our target system might be. So depending on what you want to do, you can actually run info to read about, to gain information about any of these exploits that you might want to use to do your job. So for this demonstration, I've listed the exploit that we're going to use here, which is the event viewer exploit. This one, okay, I've already pasted on the scripts. So you can just copy it from here, or you copy from the script, whichever one. It's here on the script. So we're going to run it. So that's what we've just done, just copy it, and then we're going to paste it. So we have to go back to the terminal, and then let's step back a little, then use, right click and paste what we copied, paste clipboard, yes, so send. Yes, so it's taken, it has taken it. That's what we've done in step 21. So sorry, step 20. So step 21, optionally we can actually migrate this exploit from 86-bit to 64-bit, but it's optional, so we might not need that now, except we have issue with it. So let's move on to step 22. So in step 22, we need to cover tracks by clearing the event viewer. The event viewer exploit we just loaded, that is the exploit is what we can use to clear events, clear records, clear tracks, because as a pen tester, you're not supposed to leave tracks behind on the target system. So that's what we're going to run now. That's step 20. Let's show options first. Let's scroll up. Okay, the session is empty. The ID is not there. Okay, that's it. What we're doing now is step 22. I can see the port 2. Even though that port is free, but you must change. If you want to change it, you have to liberty to do so. So let's see the next step. That is step, is it 23? Yes, 23. Let's check available sessions. Sessions, send. Okay, the ID again is 1. Okay, then let's set sessions. Now sessions to 1. Okay, that's taken. Okay, so what next do we need to do? So let's go ahead and change the ports. The local ports to 4343. Like I said, the one there is available, we can use, but if you want to change, this is the command. Set L ports to 4334. Okay, show options. Oh, the port is 4334. That's not what I have on the script. You can leave it if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you want to change it, then to the one on the script, then you can change it. Set L ports 4343. Send. Okay, so you can run options again. Yes, you can see it has taken it 4343, which agrees with what we have on the script. Yeah, so let's move on to step 26 now. Yeah, let's run exploit. So this should start a Metapreter session if everything works well. So let's run exploit. Oh, what happens? The following options fail to validate. Session. What's wrong here? Let's look at sessions again. Yes, the session ID is 1. So options. Yes. Set options 1. So let's view it again. Let's scroll up. Mouse, do where? Not taken. What's wrong? What's wrong here? I have to troubleshoot this to see what's wrong. Did we issue any wrong command? Is there anything wrong here? Everything seems fine. Okay, so sessions again, 1. So set sessions 1. Options again, let's see. Let's be sure. Not taken. What's wrong? It means that there could be something wrong. Maybe a typo somewhere. Let's check the script again. There should be something wrong. Exploit failed again. It means the session ID is not correct or is not taken. So let's check. Everything seems well. We have to fix it before we can move on, because if the session ID is not set, there's very little we can do. Let's confirm what's wrong. Okay. What's wrong here? The session ID. Let's step back. Okay, let's just run a script again. Let's see. Let's start a new MSF console with the scripts. So be patient. We want to know why we had that issue. Okay, back to Metapreter. Start a session in the background. Yes, background, and then sessions 1, and then options. Let's see if anything is there for session. Okay, so set session 1. So let's show something is wrong. Okay, let's try the exploit again. Let's see. Let's copy the exploit again. Okay, so let's go. This is taken. Options. Here's the session. Let's go. Set session 1. Options. Let's scroll up. Not taken. Come on, what's wrong? This might be something very silly. There must be an issue somewhere, but I'm sure that is oh, I remember, it's session, not sessions. Oh, the S. I see, it's taken now. Come on, it's session, not sessions. Okay, so adding that S gave me that trouble. Oh, come on. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for this. So I think we can move on now. Everything looks fine now. So let's launch the exploit and see. See, it's taken. So it's going. It's exploiting. It's collecting privileges for us. Sorry for that trouble. So you can see that the letters are very important. So if you miss anyone, then you have problems. So it has taken us to the Metapreter session. So I think we can proceed to step 27. Yes, so let's get UID. Yes, so you can see username dark PC. Okay, so let's move on to step 28 now. Step 28. So get system. Yes, get system. You can see, okay, it has gotten us this. Now, the get system only works when you have an escalated privilege. Like when we tried to issue it before with escalated privilege, it failed. So this time around, it's a success because we've been able to escalate privilege using the appropriate exploit, and then the get system works. So we can now run the next one. Let's repeat the, okay, you can see now, get UID, the name has changed from dark PC to NT authority, which is the user with administrative rights. So we'll be running this the commands now as NT authority, not dark PC going forward. So let's try 30, step 30. Let's performance jump. Ash jump. No, that spelling is not correct. Let's repeat it. Ash jump. What happened? operation failed. The parameter is incorrect. Correct Y. Okay, let's just leave it there, move on. Let's see, try other things. And then you can see step 31 is repeated. This option actually, you can actually migrate if you want to. So I'm gonna leave it for now. When there is need, we'll come back and do it. So let's load Kiwi. Let's load Kiwi and see what you can do with Kiwi. Load space Kiwi. Okay, so it's loading. Kiwi is done. It's a success. So Kiwi has been loaded. Okay. Okay, on a 64 architecture. So can we get some help? Can we get some help? That is step 33. So let's see. Help reviews, commands that we can use on the targets. So many of this. Let me keep scrolling. Yeah, keep scrolling. So you can take your time to go through the commands that are available. Okay, so let's get privileges by running get privs. So my desire to get privs, my desire to reboot the system or get credentials or shut down or some cool stuff, whatever you want to do. The commands are here. Just type exactly the way you see, and then you're home. So get privs. Let's see what happens. Oh, these are elevated privileges for us that we can actually explore or exploit, or we can utilize on the target PC to do the things we want to do. So let's scroll up and see other commands. Which other one do we want to try now? You can try any of these and see what comes out of it. Okay, you can try them because you're working with dark PC or metasploitable, which gives you a level of protection. So you're not under any law not to use them. They are vulnerable, intentional vulnerable machines that you can use for your pen testing experiments or demonstration. So let's keep scrolling. Let's see what are we looking for right now. I think we should try. Yes, consider the get privs attempt to enable our privileges available to the current process. So that's, you can see the description for each of the commands. So anyone you want, just read the description to see what it gives to you. So let's try line 35. That's step 35. That is create all. Let's see what it does for us. Create all, retrieve all credentials passed. So all credentials on the target PC can be revealed to us by running create all. Should we try that? I think so. Let's see. So if you want to reboot the system, you can see the command reboot. It will reboot the remote computer. If you want to shut down, you can see it will shut down the remote computer. If you want to steal token, it's also there. If you want to suspend or resume a list of processes, so just suspend and then put the process you want to suspend on list, or system information to get information about the remote system, such as operating system, processes, or stuff like that. So let's see if we can see computer name, dark PC, OS, Windows 7, Pack 1, architecture 64. You can see the language, you can see the domain, locked on users, metapreter, and stuff like that. And then let's try to, should we reboot this the PC now? Okay, let's bring it up and reboot it. So you're going to see how this target system gets rebooted by the time we run this command. So let's go reboot. What happened? There's an error. Operation failed. Okay. So we need to migrate now because we are using 86 and our system is just 64-bit system. So we need to migrate the process. Let's see list of processes available. You can see, yeah, we are interested in the ones that have 64 bits so that we can use the process, that very process, to migrate our dark PC into. So let's scroll up. Let's see other processes available. We can use anyone that is x64. So you can see the process ID. So let's take note of the process ID for any process that we want to use. Excuse me. Okay, let's say SVC host 660. That's the PID. That's the process ID. And 64 bits. So we're going to run this command migrate, and then we put the process ID. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. So let's migrate now to let's migrate and dash and let's put will not find process name 660. Oh, what's that? Didn't we get the correct process ID? Process ID. Oh, 660. I think that's the correct. Okay. Let's check. Maybe we should use the process name instead of the number. Let's see. Let's just use any process name. Okay, let's use this as we host. Yes, let's use this. Let's use the process name. Let's copy this. Yes, and then just migrate space. Then right click and paste the process what we copied. So let's go .exe. Okay, let's go. Yes, so it's the process name, not the ID that works. Fine. So migration successfully done. Okay, so we can now try to reboot. So bring up the target system. So let's reboot. Let's see. Bam. You can see. So whether you say yes or no, it doesn't matter. It's gonna reboot after. Okay, it's already rebooting. So you can see that the MetaPreter session 1 has closed. So we've been able to shut down the target system from Kali. So this is what an attacker would do as well. Yes, so you can see what we've done in this video. We've been able to take you through how to leverage AI, the Power AI, to perform pen tests on the PenTester's machine, from getting the IP address of the default gateway through reconnaissance, and then the things we've done using Shell GPT. You've also seen how to use that how to use the NBT scan to confirm the resources available on the network by running what you see is step 4. And then we went further to develop, use AI to generate data exploit resource file, which we use to launch our exploit. And then you've seen the number of exploits we've used. Then you've seen how we've been able to capture screen, and then how we've been able to start MetaPreter session, and then using exploits. We've seen how we've escalated privileges. You've seen how we have migrated from 86 architecture to 64 to do the things that we want. You've seen how to use the exploit that allows us to clear events, that's the event viewer. And then you've seen how we'll be able to set the local port, the session, and many other stuff. Now, these are some of the things we do. Of course, you've seen when we ran help, you saw a number of commands that showed up. So these commands, once executed, will hit hard on the target PC. So it is important that you know that AI has this potential. I can say that we didn't have to invoke a third-party solution to get this done. We only depended on AI, on Shell GPT, and then it was able to invoke some scripts like the Von script. It was able to invoke the Metasploit framework for us to use to do the things that we actually intended to do. And there are many other things that can be done. This is just for demonstration. So you go ahead and try out other things that we have. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and watch all the videos, okay, in the series. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.